What we try to do is mimic nature, not compete with nature.
I get it. But from a safety standpoint, there is no evidence that any of these changes, these genetically engineered crops, pose any kind of health risk.
It's estimated that GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, are now in some 80% of the food that we eat. And Hawaii has been a testbed for GMO crops for decades. Here's Lar with more.
Well, Kenny, today 5 major companies own or lease 25,000 acres on 4 islands. And the demand for GMOs has increased exponentially. But the dust has yet to settle on whether it's a safe and smart move for Hawaii. Tonight, food for thought and the debate over GMOs.
We have things like banana, papaya, mango, avocado, lemon, lime, orange, tangerine, grapefruit, jackfruit, starfruit, dragon fruit, breadfruit, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Former Al Santoro runs the largest certified organic operation on Oahu, with 7 acres and over 600 fruit trees in Waialua.
Every one of my mangoes, for example, has a sticker on it. It has our name on it, and it says certified organic.
This is the kind of corn we work with here.
Only minutes from his farm, Monsanto, Hawaii, with more than 2,000 acres, growing mostly genetically modified corn and soybean seeds.
They are the most tested, the most studied of new introductions of products that we have on Earth.
But over the years, some studies have questioned the safety of GMOs. Researchers at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln detected allergens from soybeans with Brazil nut genes. Scientists at Purdue University blamed an insecticide used to treat GMO crops for killing scores of bees in Indiana. And the Institute for Responsible Technology reports pesticides inserted into plants triggered allergic and flu-like symptoms in humans and damaged mice intestines. They also say 93% of pregnant women in Canada had the Bt toxin pesticide in their blood.
From a safety standpoint, scientific standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
The FDA says it has yet to find any studies proving without a doubt that GMOs are unsafe. And the European Commission concluded last year biotechnology, in particular GMOs, are not per se more risky than conventional plant breeding technologies.
We have a very strong and reliable regulatory system. It takes 10 years to get anything to market.
Alicia Maluafiti is the executive director for the Hawaii Crop Improvement Association. She says companies are already required to label GMOs with known allergens or toxins.
We need to do a better job of educating them that they are just as healthy and safe and nutritious as any other food.
Right now, our world population sits at 7 billion, expected to reach 9 billion by 2050. Global demand is skyrocketing for vitamin-enhanced foods, crops resistant to pests and the elements, or simply a papaya free of the ring spot virus.
Without transgenic papaya, the rainbow papaya, we wouldn't even have an organic papaya. Papaya would be gone. It was decimated here on Oahu.
I think it's a great science, but I think we have to evaluate everything based on the science behind it.
The stem is starting to turn brown.
Professor Hector Valenzuela is a crop specialist at the University of Hawaii. He says genetic engineering has its place, but it's also taking away from what Hawaii needs most, which is focusing on foods people can grow and eat.
Food security consists of communities being able to take care of themselves.
This corn directly is not for human consumption, but it is an important part of future human consumption because these varieties will help increase the efficiency and productivity of farmers around the world.
Monsanto, Syngenta, Pioneer, and the like employ about 25% of the state's entire agricultural workforce. That includes benefits, pensions, and education programs. Monsanto just donated $500,000 to UH Manoa in scholarships. The Hawaii Nature Conservancy received a $110,000 grant, all money from Hawaii's $250 million a year seed industry.
So we'll harvest these this week.
Valenzuela is working on different, non-genetically engineered ways to help farmers work with the land and develop stronger crops. A new science, as he calls it, to create another tool for a 21st century agriculture industry still working to build what's best for Hawaii.
From my perspective, we have taken our eyes out of that target.
It's a difficult issue. I think the majority of the people, just like most issues, probably need to learn a little bit more about the foods that they're eating.
Now, the struggle to figure out what to do about GMOs in Hawaii has turned into a huge battle for lawmakers, businesses, and the community. Tonight, in the next half hour, we take a look at the legislation, the laws, and the people in the middle of it all. Now, if you want to learn more or see other parts of our series, just go to the Hot Topics section of KITV.com.